Sundays, we cook up a storm. Doesn't matter if it's hot like September. We cook for the neighborhood, we cook for our family.
I like that you said we. I like that you said we.
But yes. It is we, right?
It is we. Hello my people, and welcome back to another Sit, Sip and Chat. My name is Glenna York of GCY Initiative, which is a destination marketing initiative based on the island of St. Martin. And Sit, Sip and Chat is basically where we talk to different persons in the community about what they have going on. And today we have it a little bit special, a little bit different. We're talking to a person, but they're representing an entire entity. And they're going to talk to us about something that they have going on St. Martin. So today we have with us Miss Michele Korteweg. I said it correctly.
You did.
Okay.
You did.
Of the St. Martin Hospitality and Trade Association, or as most of us know it, SHTA. So before we jump into that interview with Michele, we're going to first talk about where we are and what we are sipping on. First of all, you guys notice the background has changed. You see this pretty mural behind me. I had to sit here. I insisted on it because why not? And I have my drink, which has already started to go down. Don't judge me, just watch it and enjoy. Today we are at the Seaview Beach Hotel, which is number 85C on Front Street, just in case you didn't know where they were. Or if you walk on the boardwalk, you can just take a stroll. You would definitely see them because they have the wonderful horizon view pool at eye level. And today we are sipping on the Seaview Colada. Y'all know I like a good drink. My drink already going down, so you already know it's a good drink. I think Michele is having the strawberry colada. And how is your strawberry colada?
It's very good, actually. And I'm not a colada girl, but I could become one here at the Seaview for sure.
So I think you guys need to come and check out Seaview Beach Hotel. Make sure let them know you heard about it on Sit, Sip and Chat, so they know that, you know, earning a keep, and they're going to invite me back so I could do this again, and then could try another drink, and I'll tell all you about it. And a bit about SHTA. The St. Martin Hospitality and Trade Association is the largest private business representative on St. Martin, and they are dedicated to bringing quality to all aspects of life on the island. They host 2 and now 3 yearly events, including the St. Martin Annual Regional Trade Show, or SMART, and the St. Martin Innovation Initiatives and Industries Link Up event, or SMILE. And this year, for the 3rd year in a row, they are hosting the St. Martin Flavors. I don't know about you, but I like my mouth. I like to have drinks. So St. Martin Flavors is what I've been waiting for to come. And it's happening for the entire month of November. Now, I'm going to give you all the information quite yet. I'll leave Michele tell you about it. But we'll come back to that in a little bit. We good, Michele? Yeah? Okay.
I'm good. I'm listening. I'm sipping.
And I give all the good information. That's SHT in a nutshell?
Yeah.
Okay. So then for persons that don't know, because this is the first time they're hearing about the SHT, the St. Martin Hospitality and Trade Association. Who are you guys and what do you guys do?
So the SHTA is actually celebrating its 55th anniversary next year. So that's how long we've been around.
Okay.
And the SHTA represents employers, businesses, employees, and they do that in multiple ways. So we have over 200 members, and it ranges from bigger businesses, obviously hospitality and trade, so it encompasses everything, from the big hotels to restaurants to law firms to you name it. If you're on St. Martin, you can become a member of the SHTA.
Okay.
So besides doing that on a governmental level, they also do a lot of destination marketing, which they do through the events that you just mentioned. So SMART is their biggest trade show. It's actually St. Martin's biggest trade show when it comes to hospitality, and it's taking place in 2025, at the end of March 31st to beginning of April. And basically, all these travel agents come from around the world to St. Maarten to meet with the hotels, with the activities, anybody that offers a tourist product can meet with them and make sure that they offer St. Maarten as a destination. You mentioned Smile, of course. That started after Hurricane Irma to really showcase the resilience of St. Maarten. And it's one of my favorite events, actually. I'll get to my most favorite event, by the way. But Smile is nice because it's a networking event. It offers workshops. It allows people to talk about different topics, innovation, what's new, sustainability. So it's kind of more like small classrooms, and you get to have guest speakers from around the world as well. It's kind of neat to have that.
So then these interviews are mostly or solely for the members of the SHTA?
So members are obviously invited, but non-members can join as well. We want everybody to become a member. So sometimes you need to showcase to non-members what you're doing in order for them to become a member. So we normally work with different rate systems for participation, for instance.
That makes sense. So then now persons paying attention now are finding out what the SHTA does, and they want to become a member so that they can participate and get whatever benefits that the members get. How can someone go ahead and become a member?
Of course, they can go by the office, which is right on the main road by Pondville next to the subway in Philipsburg. Or they can send an email to info@shta.com. But I know that the office team is there always to welcome them and explain everything. But an email goes a long way. And of course, they can look at shta.com for more information about memberships as well.
Awesome. So you got all your information right there, the basics about SHTA, who's hosting these events to help businesses on the islands just take themselves to the next level, do a bit of networking, and just promote yourself. We're going to get into a bit more about these events when we come back. I'm going to have a little bit more of my sip. I hope you having your sip while you're watching us. We'll be right back.
New episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on TV 15 and across our social media platforms.
Hello, my people, and we are back. The drinks were nice, and Seaview is nicer than our drinks because they gave us a re-up. Now we have the mango and the passion fruit coladas.
It's good. I like it. The fact I'm on colada number 2 says enough.
It's always a party at Sit, Sip, and Chat, Michelle. You
Right,
have to create the mellow vibe that keeps you chatting with me and everyone is comfortable.
I'm glad I brought you to the right place to enforce that.
I am also happy. Thank you for suggesting this. Okay, so we touched on Smart and the Smile events. So we're going to go a bit more in depth into that. So Smart is available. It's a trade show, regional trade show, hosted here on the island. For persons that are thinking about it or now have looked at your website, see what it is, see the investment included in that, what does Smart offer to persons that take part?
So I think it's a great opportunity for businesses to connect with agents from the US, from Europe, that are basically their business is to sell St. Maarten as a destination. So these are travel agents, some bigger size than others. And so if you have a product that is, for St. Maarten tourism products, then you can connect, you can set up meetings with them directly. There's also networking opportunities in between during lunch, over drinks. So I think it's a great opportunity to sell your business and make sure that you increase your business through your products. So
okay, and then what is the feedback that you usually get from businesses, especially first timers that come to this event, that take part, that are wowed by just the setup? What is usually the feedback that you get?
I think the feedback is that I think there's over 80 agents that are coming. And to have that platform to promote your product is amazing. And so it's a lot of fun people, it's a lot of energy. And so obviously you need to put some energy in the follow-up as well. because you get all the connections. You have 10 minutes to pitch your product with these people. That's the meeting time. But that also gives you the opportunity to meet as many people as possible. You select the people that are relevant for you as well. And then if you don't fit it into the 2.5 days, then you can always find them during the lunch, or like I said, there's a lot of mixers around it as well. So people respond super positively to it because it's a unique occasion to meet people from abroad face to face and have this conversation and show them your product. And yeah, I think that's already worthwhile.
Nice, because I think as someone, I attended it a few years ago. And yeah, that was definitely the vibe that you got. You went in, you saw all the different vendors, and then you were able to speak with someone directly if you wanted to. And it gave you that opportunity to meet with the bigger companies, let's say, because if we had beach chairs, we were able to talk directly to persons from the cruise ships to then make those deals, make those connections for the product that we were offering. So.
Yeah, definitely. Like Expedia is there, Apple Travel is there. So those are the bigger ones. Booking.com. There's airlines as well there. So it's really going from the bigger businesses to also the smaller ones, because we shouldn't underestimate some of these smaller travel agents, especially in the US. They are still very powerful in sending lots of business to the Caribbean and to St. Martin. So
yeah, I definitely agree with that, because the smaller it is, it seems more authentic.
Yes.
Especially for smaller towns, and you still want that type of business. And what type of businesses do you tend to see? Because I know we're saying tourism, but you also mentioned you had law firms that were part of the SHTA. Now, they might not necessarily look to take part in the trade show, but what are like the range of businesses that you see? In case someone is wondering, I wonder if I fit into that category.
So for Smart, it's obviously the hotels, but also the activities. So tour operators, and there's a wide range of that. But we also see the distributors. So like a CC1, CLT, they're there. We've had some technology businesses as well that started maps and all of those things. So I think it's a wide variety. But if you have a product that tourists would want to buy, then you fit into this event.
Okay. Nice. And then we're going to shift it a bit and we're going to talk about Smile. So then this one I know is this one is more of a baby. Let's say the middle child, because this one is fairly new, but not quite as new. Where did the concept of Smile come from?
So I think basically what the SHA is trying to do is make sure that there's events for all of their members. Like you just already said, right? The law firms might not be interested in going to Smart because there's not a real connect. But so Smile is more an event that fits that market. The accountants, the law firms, more of the general businesses, or, I call it trades rather than hospitality, because that is more their topic. So we talk about sustainability. We have fantastic keynote speakers. I think last Smile had a keynote speaker that she worked in the cabinet of Barack Obama.
Yes.
And so, you don't get that connection, you have to go to the States in order to see someone like that speak. And so we brought somebody like that to St. Martin and talk about a super interesting topic, sustainability, business development. And I was really touched by it because she really went from okay, so this is what we did on a larger scale, then a regional scale, to how can I clean up the area, like my backyard of my streets.
So it doesn't have to be too big. It's something small that anyone can take part in.
Yeah, and then everybody can relate to it as well. If you work at a law firm, you probably travel around a lot, so you probably have a wider reach. But if you work at a local company, then you do relate to that smaller community part. So but like I said, the workshops are about different topics. So we always have marketing, we have business, and we have more of the hospitality as well. So it could be about marketing, like social media developments. We had one of the marketing firms from the US come down and indicate what are the trends on the marketing. So is that like the solo traveler? Is it the fit traveler?
Okay.
But then if you are more interested in the accounting or finance, then there's workshops geared around that as well.
Okay, so then where Smart would be the general meetings and the private meetings one-on-one with the bigger companies, Smile is more workshops and still the networking, of course, but it's more workshops.
Workshops and presentations. So it's really educational. And then, yes, we do also have like a mixer leading up to it and a luncheon. And so that's again where you can connect and go deeper into the material if you are interested by what was discussed.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, you taking it in? Smart Smile. Small businesses, big businesses, SHT here is available for you. Just trying to help you be better. Let's just all be better together. And I'm going to be better with one more sip. And I'm going to take a quick commercial break so you don't judge me. And then we'll be right back. Hello, my people. Make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip, and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV 15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the Late Night Show with Andrew Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the Late Night Show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV 15.
Thank you, TV 15. Make sure to tune in
Make sure to tune in to the Late Night.
and Sit, Sip, and Chat.
Late Night.
Yo! Be the first.
And we are back again, my people. We're still here sitting with Michele from SHTA. I hope you're getting that information. We're still here having a sea view colada. Again, remember, I just always say, don't judge me. Let me drink my drink. You should be sipping on yours as well. Michele is also working on hers. I a little faster than Michele, but that's okay.
I'm a slow drinker, but I enjoy it longer that way.
Smarter game, playing the long game. I like that.
Yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
So we're gonna jump right into St. Maarten flavors.
Yes.
What is St. Maarten flavors?
Well, it's my favorite event. Like, we're saving the best for last.
That's what it
Maarten
is.
Flavors is the youngest event of the SHTA. It's its third year this November. And basically, it was like how we were discussing the different members. Restaurants are one of the main industries on St. Maarten. I think we say that you could come and visit a restaurant one day of the year and still not have visited all the restaurants. So it deserved its own event. Of course, we're known as the culinary capital of the Caribbean for multiple reasons. We have all the cuisines you can desire on this island. So that was another reason to highlight that. But really, it's a month-long event.
Okay.
So the entire month of November. And rather than having individual events that you need to buy tickets for, we work with the restaurants. They set price fixed menus, and there's 3 different categories.
Okay.
So you can eat 1 course for $17.50, 3 courses for $49, or at the more luxurious, higher end restaurants, we now came up this year with a 3 course for $69.
Okay.
So basically, as an individual, you know what you're going to get because we also publish the set menus online. So you can already go to stmartenflavors.com and look at the restaurants and the menus and start making a plan.
Decide what it is that you're gonna have, so you know what you want to have.
Because I already have like about 5 to 6 restaurants on my list, and then my friends were picking other restaurants, so we got a busy month. But it's really nice to try out different places. You obviously get a good deal, but this year especially, we're trying to get more to the backstory.
Okay.
Like, I think everybody knows by now, we are the culinary capital of the Caribbean. But why? Yeah, cheers to that. But why are we the culinary capital of the Caribbean? And of course, like I mentioned, so many different cuisines. And so we're highlighting 5 this year.
Okay.
We got European, we got Asian, we got the Americas, so Northern and Southern, ceviche versus burgers. We got vegetarian, and we got, of course, the Caribbean.
There we go.
So basically, you can fit any restaurant into one of those categories.
Okay.
But I think everybody on St. Maarten and beyond can talk food, and we all have those memories. We all have these stories why we love food so much.
Yeah.
So like I remember as a child standing in the kitchen watching my mom cook, and a lot of her recipes I still make today. And so when you ask around, I think a lot of people will have these stories, whether it was their grandmother, their mother, aunts, and then in St. Martin, what I love on Sundays, we cook up a storm. Doesn't matter if it's hot like September, we cook for the neighborhood, we cook for our family.
I like that you said we. I like that you said we.
But it is we, right?
It is we.
Because I think even with the public holidays, Christmas, like I have a friend, he cooks something, he takes it to the neighborhood he grew up in, and they've been doing that for years. I love that. So I want people to go to restaurants and learn more about their chef, the staff, the managers, because why did they choose that particular menu item? Is it because they traveled through Venezuela, or is it because their grandmother taught them that? And I think that's what makes it so special in St. Martin. There's a story behind everything.
So we're focusing on the backstory this year.
Yes.
Oh, nice. So when you go to the restaurants, make sure you go to the restaurant, but when you go, find out a bit about the restaurant, about the owner, about the cook. Just ask a question. You might be wowed, you might be fascinated, you might learn something that you never knew before. So, and a shameless plug, Seaview, with their Seaview Colada, is taking part in St. Martin Flavors as well. I believe you said they're taking part in the one-course options.
Yes.
So definitely make sure you guys go check out the St. Martin Flavors website. Check out what Seaview is offering. Again, mention you saw it on Sit, Sip, and Chat. And check it out and come support these restaurants that are participating this year. So about how many restaurants would you say?
We already have over 20 restaurants signed up. And we're expecting probably about 20 more.
Nice.
The first year we had over 40 restaurants participate, and some restaurants are closed now. As everybody knows, it's a low season, so soon we'll have more restaurants. And also share your thoughts on this, because we on the St. Martin Flavors has its own social media.
Okay.
And we're asking, where would you go for your favorite Caribbean meal? Where would you go for your favorite Asian meal? So share that information with us, because I think that way we will learn about new places that we probably haven't thought of. But also share some stories about the history of cuisine on St. Martin, because, like for instance, Seaview is the oldest hotel on the island. I didn't know that. But what I love about it is that they just redid the whole restaurant and bar. They put an infinity pool in. They got the cabanas, like where we're sitting with the beautiful mural. Lots of events going on. And so those are the things that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
Like places that have done amazing things. Sorry, the sipping is getting to me, I guess. These coladas are nice. So yeah, there's so many places, and I think everybody knows stories, whether it's about chefs like Renata the Weaver. She started somewhere. She's now teaching at NIPA and still working in a big major restaurant. The same with Dino. Like there's a lot of faces, but I think it's great to learn more about the people on St. Martin and restaurants.
I am definitely a person that likes to know more about things that I like. And the backstories help you to feel a bit more connected to whatever it is that you're experiencing. So, that's my train of thought. So this is the third year that we're having St. Martin Flavors. So from the first year to now, how do you think the event has evolved, or how has it changed or grown from the first one to now?
As with every first time event, you just do it, and we got an amazing response. Lots of restaurants signed up. And there was a lot of anticipation. I think back then it was really like, wow, great deals. New restaurants opened, like Jack's, that you could eat for $49, a three-course meal. Like people were running there. So I think it definitely evolved more like, okay, it's a great deal to eat at these places at a price fixed menu. But it's also like, okay, like about doing it together. Who would you invite? What are you going to eat, and why are you going to eat that particular thing? So we're really trying to explain the story behind it more. We're definitely this year focusing more on the digital marketing side of things.
Okay.
So we have influencers on the island already that are going to cover it. So the pre-promotion is important, so that people that are still off islands that can book their tickets.
They know about it, can book it in advance. Yeah.
But again, for us as well, on the islands, we can get very excited and in the anticipation for November. Like I said, start making your list of where to go.
Definitely, I'm making my list.
Yeah, well, So, but then during the month of November, we'll have a lot of journalists from the Benelux, from the US. We're bringing in a group of TikTokers.
Oh, nice.
So I think that's a
Should
lot
be
of fun.
interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Should be interesting.
So they're looking for more active experiences. So of course the eating itself, but so we're looking at hosting together with a restaurant. Is actually their idea. Dee's Beach Bar. They're doing the Hospitality Olympics. So basically they're inviting anybody that works in the hospitality industry to take part in these Olympics. And these are not just Olympic games. These are like who can cut a line fastest, who can take a tray with drinks over like an obstacle course fastest.
That sounds fun.
Yes, and so these TikTokers should participate with a team in this, so that's great, unique content that people are looking for, and that touches on that younger group of people as well.
Because we want the newer travelers to also come to the island.
Yeah.
We welcome those that have been coming for many, many years, but we also want the younger crowd.
Yes, we love the loyal timeshare owners, and you know they keep passing on that timeshare too, but they fell in love with the island in the 80s and the 90s, and they're still in love with the island.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think travel has become different and changed, especially after COVID. With the youngsters being more like instant gratification and on the spot, like last minute decisions. So yeah, make a last minute decision in November. You
and just come here.
Come here and
just
come sip. And sip. And eat.
And eat. Well, we'll get to the eating part, but for now we'll enjoy our sips.
Yes.
Guys, Michele gave us so much information about the SHTA if you're into hospitality and trades. And you want to just check out what they're about, see if it's something that can benefit you. We have the Smart and Smile events that happen for the businesses. And we have the Maarten flavors for those of us that like our mouths and like to eat. We have the Maarten flavors. You get to experience different restaurants at a specific price that's more affordable for you. I mean, ain't really much more that you could want. If you want more information on any of these, guys, definitely check out the SHTA, check out their website, which will have links to the events. And definitely, again, make sure to check out Seaview Hotel. We have the Seaview Colada. My Seaview Colada almost done, but we have it here. Let them know you hear about it on Sit, Sip, and Chat. And guys, that is it. That's a wrap. We'll see you at the next one.